so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. Then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7.
And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's McNair. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now McNair. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The Saints in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
McNair. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
McNair to throw. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something? Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Ledge up the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's McNair. Gates with a grab. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now McNair. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's McNair.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, McNair. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, McNair. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, it's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Escaping the pressure right. Now a hit, and Locke Luck lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Luck. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Hands it off out of the gun.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, McNair sliding out of the pocket. Gates has it over the middle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Niners have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. McNair.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Luck on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
On first down, it's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out to his left. Looking for White on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And even 150 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got his man Sharp complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now here's a throw that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now McNair off the play fake. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the 49ers Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On first down, Luck. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a first down throw. Luck escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On second down, Lynch. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
McNair.
Complete to Newsom. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. McNair. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, McNair.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
165 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Luck going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And now here is another interception.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck, flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense.